Hey, Natalie.
Hey, Tom.
Pop quiz. What's got 10 letters and is a great place to find pastries?
Okay, P-A-T... patisserie.
Oh, close. The answer is my backpack. I've been stealing after every bake and I'm finally ready to cut you in on the action.
Oh, backpack only has 8 letters.
Yeah, but they keep giving me written warnings to stop stealing pastries. I'm not going to do it.
It's patisserie week. Last time,
Nat, where are you?
someone called.
The sky was the limit in Earth Week.
I love the fact that you've brought us Central Australia in a bowl.
Star Baker Beth was on top of the world.
It's absolutely delicious. Well done.
Well done, Becky.
And we said a fond farewell to Anaban.
I've had the best time with all the bakers. I'm pretty sure that we are friends for life.
This time,
Perfect.
our 4 semi-finalists tackle Patisserie Week.
This is heaven for you, Rachel, isn't it?
Swirls, curls, twists. Ooh!
They earn their crust in the signature,
This might hurt, but I'll be gentle.
while a dainty dessert makes for a perfect pairing in the technical,
It's a cuddle in a warm pot.
and buns the word in the most challenging showstopper yet.
Holy guacamole. What a challenge.
I don't get sick of seeing the shed.
It's the semi-finals, and I've made it. I just cannot believe that I'm here. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so proud of the women that I'm here with. I'm just so privileged that I get to bake alongside them. You guys are the best. So making it to the finale would be just the icing on the cake.
Patisserie week is my jam. Croissants, brioche, lamination. So I'm very excited to show my skills this week.
I definitely have my eyes on the finale. I've worked really hard to be here and I'm ready to pull out the big guns and get there.
Good morning, semi-finalists, and welcome to Patisserie Week. Congratulations on making it this far in the competition. In just a week's time, one of you will earn the coveted title of Australia's best amateur baker. And you'll also win the Ultimate Baker's Kitchen from SMEG. If you're very nice, we might even help you move it. For this signature challenge, the judges would like you to bake your En Croute.
En Croute is a French term that means inner crust, and it's made from layers of meat or vegetables wrapped in pastry and baked in the oven. It's kind of like if you tuck your food in a little blankie of carbs before you put it to bed in your stomach.
Semi-finalists, you have 2 hours to make your signature En Croute. On your marks,
Get set.
bake!
We needed a savoury bake. It's been a lot of sweet.
I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere today. Lots of components.
The key to successful En Croute is that flaky golden pastry. It needs to be crisp, definitely can't be soggy at the bottom.
With an En Croute, you want to make sure that the pastry is thick enough that it's not going to break through, but then also thin enough that it's going to cook all the way through.
I'm looking for delicious fillings, defined layers, all wrapped in perfect pastry.
So I'm just about to start making my hot water crust pastry. Some people like to use lard, but I like to use a really good quality butter.
With hot watercrust pastry, you can work with it easily while it's still warm. As soon as it cools down, it starts to crack. So we've got to set aside for later.
Just put that there.
So my pastry is a cheddar crust and jalapeno pastry. It's more like a short crust. And I'm just using my bench like Nonna would because at home this is how we grew up, rolling out pastry.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hi.
You're a semi-finalist. How does that feel?
Definitely pinched me. I can't believe I'm in the semi-finals.
Tell us, what are you making today?
So today I'm doing a Mexican chicken fajita En Croute.
Well, it's definitely unique and something I haven't tried before.
Yeah, so we love Mexican food at home. It's a crowd pleaser for us.
Throwing her sombrero in the ring, Vanessa's Mexican fiesta will contain layers of rice, beans, corn, and chicken fajita, all wrapped up in a cheddar and jalapeno short crust pastry.
What sort of pastry is it? Is it a hot water pastry
No,
or
it's
like a short
almost
crust?
like a short crust, yes.
Yeah. So is this going to hold? We want to make sure it's strong enough.
It's a very sturdy crust and a really tasty one, so hopefully I can deliver for you guys.
The next part I'm working on is the filling for the En Croute.
We're just going to hustle today.
Making a stock in 2 hours, that's crazy, but I'm going to do it. I just find it helps moisten the pie.
Oh, hi there. I hear you're making stock.
I am making stock. Smell it.
Would you like some tips with stock?
Yeah? Tell me.
Buy low, sell high.
Oh, I gotcha.
Something about shorting and Margot Robbie in a bath.
Yeah.
Tatiana's hot water crust pastry will contain layers of chicken, chorizo, and apricot, with a homemade chicken stock piped in to form a gelatinous filling.
Tatiana, what stock are you making?
Just a chicken broth.
Are you going to be able to get that done in time? Because getting that gelatinous consistency in the amount of
Takes
time
hours.
is a little bit tricky, yeah.
So I'm using agar-agar, so...
Are you going to enhance that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sets at room temperature. Whereas gelatin, you need to chill it.
You know, it sounds quite clever what you're doing, and
Yeah.
just use it sparingly. We don't want to chalky.
I know, I don't want it rubbery or
Yeah.
chalky, because it does get very chalky.
Yeah.
So we've got my bechamel on the stove, and now I'm making my pasta dough. I was going to roll it by hand, but this is helping me heaps. So the pasta will help with dividing the different layers. So I'm hoping for that today.
I'm just starting to make my meat filling, which is the pork and fennel. I've got here leeks, baby fennel, and garlic. A meal like this, I'd make in winter time. It's cold outside and you just want, like, good, hearty comfort food.
Beth's cosy classic En Croute will feature a layer of pork and fennel, as well as sweet potato and spinach, encased in a hot water crust pastry.
So you're cooking your pork in advance?
Yes.
Because you don't want too much moisture. It's always a bit difficult when you do that because you also lose a lot of moisture and it's getting that fine balance.
It is a fine balance, yeah. Hopefully I nail it today.
Yeah, and thank you for letting me know how hungry I am by standing near this delicious-smelling pot.
So today I'm actually using chicken thighs because they don't dry out as quickly as chicken breasts.
I think chicken and apricot's beautiful, and the chorizo just adds a hint of spiciness.
I want this bolognese to be nice and rich, salty, flavourful. It's got some wine in it. We've got some chilli and basil. I want it to cook down enough that we get all of those flavours in there, but it's not going to be too saucy.
Jess's En Croute will use a hot water crust pastry filled with homemade bolognese sauce, fresh pasta, and a layer of rich pepper bechamel.
I always find when I make lasagna, it's always a bit messy with the layers. So how are you going to make sure those layers are really defined?
Absolutely. So I think what the key here is having the pasta. You want to absorb that moisture that's in the pastry itself.
Is it going to be quite sloppy when we cut through it? Will it kind of ooze out, or will it be set?
Now you got me worried.
No, we're not here. We're just interested. We've got every faith in you, but I am interested to see how you're going to pull this off.
I think the bolognese sounds great, and if they really want layers defined, they can buy a dictionary.
I like that.
Use that later when everything goes south.
Today, 3 of the bakers are using a hot water crust pastry for their En Croute, which makes for a sturdier pastry to contain the fillings.
So I'm just about to finish my hot water crust pastry. A lot of pastries that we've made in the shed up until this point, you have to handle super cold. So this is the exact opposite. You can't handle it once it gets cold. So you have to shape very quickly.
Bakers, I hope you're en route to finish your En Croute. You have 1 hour left.
Happy with that.
My bolognese has just gone in. I'm just about to put in the first pasta sheet. And then we're going to add the bechamel on top.
So I've put in my corn and beans, I've put in my rice, putting in my chicken.
Come on, baby. Yes. So I'm just about to decorate now.
The flowers are for my daughter because she just reminds me of flowers and happiness.
So in the middle of my design, I've got a hole there. I made a funnel out of aluminium foil, and that's where I'm pouring my jelly in for later.
In an ideal world, that would have an hour. So we're just going to give it as long as we've got, which I think is about 45 minutes left. That'll have to do.
day pie. Cook fast, cook through. Come on, you can do this. It smells good. Hopefully it tastes good.
Okay, so I've drained all the solids from my stock. As you can see, it's really golden and gone concentrated, so I'm happy with that. This might hurt, but I'll be gentle. Okay, let's pop it back in for as long as we can.
Bakers, you have 5 minutes left.
Okay, we're coming out.
I got time. I got time.
I just want it to cool down so I can unmold it.
I'm now one of the people who's on the bake-off lane.
I'm happy with the top. I'm just more worried about the sides at the moment.
All right.
This is where it gets scary.
Wish me luck, Jess.
I believe in you. Do it quick. Do it quick. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness. Got it. I'm happy.
En Croute is en route.
Finishing touches, bakers.
Hopefully flavour is as good as it looks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your bakes. Well done, bakers.
Lovely golden brown on top.
There's definitely a lot of filling in there. It's bulging a little bit.
Oh, that's a nice crunchy pastry sound.
I can see the layers and they're really defined.
I'm impressed with this because I thought, oh, that sounds a bit risky. But that set looks perfect.
Let's try it.
Jess, your bolognese was delicious, and I love that peppered bechamel, very luxurious, and really split those 2 layers in half.
I love the beautifully decorated pastry. It's not only well baked, it is also just the right thickness. The crown you've done on the top of your En Croute is really beautiful. I do think your En Croute could have done with a little longer in the oven. Such a smart move, choosing spinach and sweet potato as your layers, because it really makes your layers very well defined. The pork with the fennel, just really full-bodied, and then with that softness of the sweet potato, which adds a bit of creaminess, really delicious.
For me, your pastry's underdone. It's a shame, because those flavours are fantastic and those layers are really well defined.
The colour on your pastry is a wonderful golden colour, which is what I wanted. I would say the layers are there, but they're a little bit messy in the middle.
Vanessa, your pastry is delicious. The cheesiness is really good. It adds a lovely flavour and colour to your pastry.
Those flavours, they are divine, really well seasoned. Just the right amount of spice there. It is such a mouth-watering En Croute.
This reminds me of when I was a young chef back in the hotels of London. This is proper En Croute.
As the French would say, c'est magnifique.
We're desperate to see what's inside, Tatiana. You gotta be happy with that.
The pastry, wow, it literally shatters when you cut into it. It's crispy, but it melts in your mouth at the same time.
Your jelly, sensational. And look at those layers inside. So well defined. I think this is absolutely amazing. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Brilliant.
much, Darren. That means so much to me. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. Rachel and Darren's comments mean the world to me. So this was like a moment I'll never forget.
The second I took that En Croute out of the oven, I knew it was underbaked. It's such a shame. So going into the technical, if it's a pastry, I need to get that time in the oven right.
Bakers, it's time for the semi-final technical challenge. The judges have continued their tradition of creating recipes and leaving out key information to test your it's not true. They're just very lazy.
Rachel Koo is responsible for today's technical bake. Rachel, any tips for the bakers?
Neat fingers and firm pair.
Thank you, Rachel. Now, as usual, they're going to judge this bake blind, so it's time to shoo them out of the shed. Shoo!
Yeah.
Shoo!
Get out of here.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Now that they're gone, I can tell you that you'll be making Rachel's Spiced Charlotte Russe. It's so good to get that off my chest. I hate keeping secrets. Hey, Natalie said I couldn't tell anyone. I saw her stealing money out of the petty cash thing, and it's eating me alive.
Shut up.
All right. Rachel's Russe is filled with a white chocolate mousse, glurg poached pears, glurg jelly, and a delicate collar made of ladyfingers. Yes, I said glurg. Glurg is a Swedish mulled wine. It's also the sound you make when you drink glurg.
Bakers, you have 2.5 hours to make Rachel's Spiced Charlotte Russe. On your marks.
Get set.
Bake!
Okay. Oh, God. I have not made anything like this before. There's a lot of elements, and I know Rachel's going to be looking for perfection. So that's what we're aiming for today.
This is my spiced Charlotte Russe.
Wow, Rachel. I don't know whether to eat it or ask it out on a date. First thing I'm drawn to is those shiny pears on top.
These are my glögg spiced pears. So glögg, it's a Swedish mulled wine, and it's something you always drink during the festive season. And I think it works so well with pears because you get that lovely ruby red colour.
Oh, I'm so excited to try this, Rachel. Let's dig in.
It's like unwrapping a little gift, isn't it?
It is. I can't wait to see what's inside. That finish is so professional. I mean, this is a classic cake. It's Patisserie Week, and we're asking our bakers to reproduce the finest artisanal work, and this is a great representation of that.
What I love about it is it brings together different technical elements I think the bakers should know by now. The sponge is really light and airy, and if that mousse isn't set, that jelly is not going to sit straight in the middle.
I'm a little bit worried for them. I know they're amazing.
Oh, come on, we're semi-finals now, Darren. Like...
Oh, you're so tough, Rachel, aren't you?
I believe in them. I'm not tough. I have faith in these bakers.
The first thing I'm doing is getting the pears on because that has to be poached for 45 to 60 minutes. So we've got to make sure we have time for that.
Once in stick cardamom.
1 star anise. Oh, it smells like Christmas.
You want really nice warming spices in a mulled wine because that's what it is. It's a cuddle in a little warm pot.
I've just put some baking paper on top of my pears, only just to keep them more submerged under liquid so they poach evenly.
It smells divine. A bit of aromatherapy here.
Hello, Beth.
Hello, Tom.
Mulling away just wonderfully.
It is mulling, thinking, considering life.
Yeah, no, it's really great to see a nice considered liquid.
I'm about to start on the white chocolate mousse.
So in a bowl, whisk the egg yolks with sugar until thick and pale. Pour milk over egg mixture.
Doesn't say to do this, but I'm actually going to temper the egg yolks because from what I know of making a custard base or a mousse base, if you put hot milk into egg yolks too quickly, it cooks the egg yolks and they go into scrambled eggs rather than something glossy and smooth.
And we pour this over the chocolate.
Do you
To avoid that sinking feeling, the bakers need a firm mousse to keep their jelly sitting nice and flat.
I don't know how thin this is meant to be or what it's meant to look like.
It's done. I've just removed some of the poaching liquid from the pears and I'm going to simmer that with the agar.
Agar is used to thicken the mulled wine so it sets into a perfect jelly.
Have you made anything resembling a russe before?
I'll say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russe, baby. We'll get it done.
Great. Thank you so much for calling me baby. It makes me feel young at heart.
You are young, darling.
Stop.
Handsome young.
Oh, come on, Daddy. Keep it going, keep it going.
Okay, and in it goes.
Bakers, you are halfway through your bakes.
And now I'm going to get started on my lady fingers.
So we're making somewhat like a spongy meringue.
They're called ladies' fingers because they're small and dainty for some ladies, not all ladies.
Hello, Jess. Is this the hardest technical yet, do you think?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That
Yeah.
Rachel Koo.
She's a machine.
She is a glug machine. Don't you reckon? You're not going to agree? That's fair enough. That's a dangerous thing to admit.
So this will be the base of the cake. And then we're doing 2 rectangles.
For the sponge collar, pipe the mixture diagonally and evenly, 1 line at a time, across the length of the rectangle.
Dust with icing sugar and bake to our golden. I know adding icing sugar will help them brown.
And that's the only time you should put fingers in the oven. Let's get those pears out. Yeah, Rachel wanted a firm pear. They're not smushy, they've still got some give and they're holding their shape. So I'm feeling like these are poached really well. I'm happy with that.
Bakers, you have 30 minutes to go.
Golden brown.
So Rachel said she wanted neat fingers, and I think I've got it.
Okay, in you go.
Again, I don't think that's right.
So I'm piping some mousse onto the base to fill it to 1/3. And I think that's 1/3. Here, let's measure it out, Tat. Don't be rogue. Perfect.
Wow. We continue to pipe, leaving a 1.5 centimetre gap.
Place Charlotte into freezer and allow it to sit.
Bakers, you have 10 minutes to go.
All right, let's see how we're going to decorate this.
How are we going to put it all together? Oh, this is going to be tight.
Upright.
Stay. Good. Beautiful.
Just trying to make them nice and neat.
1 minute left, bakers.
There we go.
There's a gap. Oh, nothing I can do about that now.
Oh, it's just tense, mate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Speedy Gonzalez.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, bakers. You're done.
Bakers, please bring your Charlotte Russes to the table.
Oh my God, you guys.
Bakers, it's semi-final. It's amazing how far you've all come.
You know, pastry chefs, they train a long time to make things like this, and you've all done a fantastic job.
Let's try the first one.
Beautifully presented. This looks like it should be in a cake shop. It's so spectacular. There is a gap in some of the sponge there, but it looks like it's been well baked.
Can you do some unwrapping, please? That jelly slice is placed nicely in the middle and you do get a great definition of layers. The spice in the pear is perfectly done. The pears are a little bit on the crunchy side.
I love that ladyfinger sponge. I think it's really well cooked. Where this falls down for me is the white chocolate mousse. The cream had been mixed into the mousse base while it was still too warm, and it's knocked all the air out.
On to number 2. Colour on the pears look perfect. That rich wine red I wanted.
Look at that jelly going through the middle. It's dead centre. I think that's really fantastically constructed.
The pears were poached perfectly. The white chocolate mousse is really light and airy, exactly how I wanted it.
That sponge has been baked really well. Nice and light golden brown on the outside there, and it's fluffy in the middle. I am seriously impressed with this.
On to the next.
Beautiful colour on the ladyfinger sponge, light golden brown. The mousse looks nice and tall. I think that part of it is really well done.
Unfortunately, I've got a little smiley jelly here. Maybe the baker popped their jelly in when the mousse wasn't set perfectly, and that's why it's dipped a little bit. The pears were really well poached. The mousse is aerated. It has a nice smoothness to it.
The sponge tastes fantastic, and it's been baked really well.
On to the last one. It's unfortunate that the ladyfingers are inside out, but the glögg on the pears is really rich in colour and has a lovely glossy shine to it. I think the baker has done a fantastic job. The pears were perfectly cooked and the mousse is really smooth, very light, and I can see why that jelly has sunk a little bit.
The sponge was almost fantastic, but because it's been assembled inside out, I didn't get that kind of crunchy golden brown exterior.
The judges will now rank the bakes from 4th place to 1st.
In 4th place, Vanessa. It looked beautiful, but the collar was inside out and the mousse needed just a little bit longer to set.
In 3rd place, Tatiana. Fabulous flavour, just not enough aeration in the mousse.
In 2nd place, Beth. Wonderful flavour in the glögg and in the mousse.
Which means in 1st place, Jess. The pears were poached perfectly. That white chocolate mousse was really aerated and smooth, and that jelly was dead straight in the middle.
Thank you.
Well done.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Hello. What? I can come into the showstopper tomorrow, fresh-faced, bushy-tailed, ready for a new challenge.
Good morning, bakers. For your semi-final showstopper, the judges would like you to create a collection of modern viennoiserie. What is that, you ask? I also ask that. Of Natalie Tran.
Viennoiserie are delicious baked goods typically eaten for breakfast. Rachel and Darren would like 3 different types, 6 of each, and at least 1 brioche and 1 croissant. Your show-stopping viennoiserie can be any flavour or shape you like, but they should be modern. So they should work hard, have no job security, and not be able to afford a home. Judges, anything helpful to tell our bakers?
I want layers and layers of crispy, well-baked pastry and expert lamination.
Bakers, you have 5 hours to create your modern viennoiserie. On your marks.
Get set.
Bake!
You guys have got this. You got this.
Semi-finals. This is so exciting.
I mean business today, pulling out all the stops.
Viennoiserie is such a tough skill. It's advanced patisserie.
Just casually making some viennoiseries. It's nothing really. I make it every weekend.
We really want to see layer upon layer of flaky, buttery goodness.
So we want that classic viennoiserie in terms of the way the pastry is constructed. But when it comes to flavours, I want something surprising. I want my taste buds to be tinkling.
Yeah, they can get really creative with the fillings, but they must adhere to tradition when they're making these viennoiserie.
Croissants traditionally are like a 3-day process, so we're making it work for 5 hours. So you just really have to get all of those elements in making croissants. You have to nail them, you have to get them right. So that's the goal today. But we're also going to have fun because that's how you bring love into your bakes.
Look at them all go. One of each colour, please. Thank you. It's a bit like tending to babies, making sure they're all tucked in and nice. When it comes to baking, this is the thing I'm most passionate about. Croissants are my bread and butter.
Good morning.
Hey!
Hey, Tatiana.
Hi.
Tell me, what you making?
I'm making my family favourite breakfast viennoiseries that we would normally have like on a Sunday morning.
Wow, let's all get round Tatiana's
Yeah,
house for the weekend.
no.
Just knocking up fresh croissants.
Hoping to hit a home run with her pastries, Tatiana is making hazelnut palmier butterflies and creamed spinach and whipped feta brioche buns. Her licorice root-infused brioche buns will be filled with creme patisserie and blackberries.
Licorice is it's a tough flavour. Can be very overpowering.
Yeah, it's polarising. You
Yeah.
know, not everyone likes it,
Yeah,
so you've
that's
got to
right.
make this
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
I just love that your idea of a lazy breakfast is pulling out a handmade croissant and heating it up. My idea of a lazy breakfast is just eating whatever crumbs are left in my hair.
Just leave that in there.
So I started making my croissant dough, which we've got proving, and now I'm making my brioche dough.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. My brioche laminated cubes are going to be in a square mould that we're working with today. A lot smaller than I would normally work with. I usually do 10 by 10s, but we're doing 6 by 6. We have to think about our time today. I'm doing 2 types of laminations, one with the croissant dough and then also doing it with my brioche.
Oh, it's like handling a sea creature.
With their brioche and croissant doughs resting, the bakers turn their attention to their viennoiserie fillings.
Right now, I'm going to start work on my gems and my pistachio praline.
Pushing for pastry perfection today, Jess will be serving blackberry, rosemary, and ricotta brioche cubes, za'atar croissant swirls, and pistachio and raspberry torsades.
We're going to have cubes, we're going to have torsades, bicolour, and we're also going to have swirls.
Wow. This is heaven for you, Rachel, isn't it?
I know.
Oh, God.
Swirls,
What have I done
curls,
to
twists.
myself?
Ooh.
This is what they call licorice root, and it's woody. Okay, so I'm going to infuse it in my milk and let that flavour come out. I believe it goes well with orange and blackberry, and those are my flavours in my buns. It won't be like, oh my God, that's licorice. It'll be, oh, what's that? Oh, that's licorice.
Oh, I love blackberries. We take our kids blackberry picking in the summertime in the Adelaide Hills. They just grow everywhere there, and we make blackberry jam and blackberry pie.
Feeling fruitful, Beth will be serving blackberry and sage brioche buns, pear croissant tarts topped with blue cheese and candied walnuts, and pineapple compote and coconut egg jam croissants.
I think the blackberry and sage, that sounds really modern, very unique.
Careful with that sage, it's quite a strong herb. So we probably want sage accents with the blackberry as the primary. Are you going to pipe it inside or put it on top?
So I shape it, and then I put a big dollop of the jam in the middle, and then the jam is baked in the dough.
Are you experienced in viennoiserie? We know you're a whiz in the kitchen.
No, is the short answer, and the only answer, actually. This is very, very new to me. It's certainly the biggest challenge I think I've faced in the shed so far.
Well, to win the Great Australian Bake Off, you need to master all of these skills.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just interested to hear that this is the biggest challenge you've faced in the shed, because I would think the biggest challenge you face in the shed is just being able to meet Tom's eye line. I find it difficult every day. So difficult.
Taking a break from their fillings, the bakers tackle the first of 3 turns for their croissant dough.
Before I roll it and turn it, it needs to be about 8 degrees, or at least cooler than the butter, so that the butter doesn't melt while you're folding it in. If the dough is warmer than the butter, it will melt the butter as you're rolling it in. That's at about 12 degrees. So if I put that in the fridge, bring the butter up to temp, we'll be okay.
The lamination needs to be perfect, and the way that I do that is I make sure that I slice down my edges. This just allows the butter to move evenly throughout the dough and not sort of squish.
My Catalina custard croissant is going to be a classic croissant shape, injected with the Catalina custard, and it reminds me of a Portuguese tart, so it's cinnamon spiced with orange and lemon, and we have a beautiful Portuguese custard place near our house, so that's also quite nostalgic for us.
Drawing on her European roots, Vanessa will be making a compressed croissant filled with Catalana custard, a roasted walnut, pear and gorgonzola hot honey Danish, and a twisted brioche filled with a chocolate and chestnut spiced filling.
Very European today,
Yeah,
but
I
hey,
love
it's
it.
me, citrus, citrus, citrus.
It's great that you're playing to your heritage because, you know, you're bringing your own personality and your own story.
Well, if you want any other tips for how to make your Danishes modern, loose jeans are in fashion, skinny jeans out. I can't keep up with these supermodel ways.
No, they're short shorts.
Don't listen to
shorts.
Darren. He wears short shorts and they are never in style. Don't listen to him.
While they wait to complete the final turn of their croissant dough, the bakers finish making their fillings.
So I'm just doing the filling to my brioche. So there's just some cinnamon and honey, roasted almonds, some chestnuts, chocolate, rum. I love the flavouring. It's a really nice, humble, warm, big hug on the inside kind of filling.
Tatiana, do you feel more comfortable with making the viennoiseries or pronouncing the word viennoiserie?
Making them rather than pronouncing them.
Okay.
Just like Christmas in a bowl.
Bakers, you have 2.5 hours to go.
Already.
So I've done all the turns on my croissant pastry, and now I'm ready to shape.
Here's my lamination.
So we don't want to handle croissant dough too much because you don't want to melt your butter. So the quicker I can roll this out, the better.
The torsade is essentially croissant dough that is twisted on itself. We want to fold it over, slice it down the middle, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
This is the croissant dough that I made, and I've put my walnut paste on there. So I'm going to make my palmiers and join them together, and they will form the butterflies.
Oh, I do this move in yoga. Like a bit of a...
Do you?
No, I don't do any yoga.
Going in.
Fly away, butterfly.
With their croissants safely tucked away in the oven, the bakers move on to their brioche pastries.
At the moment, I'm working on shaping my brioche dough. So I've sort of stamped it into a circle. I cut petals, and then I pinch them and fold them in to create a flower shape. And then I'll fill the centre with my blackberry and sage jam, and then they'll go in the oven.
So I'm just shaping my brioche at the moment, and I'm just putting the filling in the centre, doing it like a rope, and then putting it in some moulds where it's just going to do its thing.
I want the brioche cubes to be nice and golden brown, nice and light and airy, with a good honeycomb in the middle.
Bakers, you have 1 hour to go.
Okay.
Gosh, that's enough time to watch an episode of The Great Australian Bake Off. Boom, you're already doing it.
So I've basically just pushed my savoury dough and made a well, and I filled it with the spinach, and now I'm just making little petals around the edge of it.
I've got my walnut frangipane, my blue cheese, I've got my pears, and I've put a little bit of starter on them. And now I'm going to brush them and chuck them straight into the oven.
I'm just putting in my cubes to cook. Hopefully, we cook them well.
Bakers, only 30 minutes until Rachel and Darren eat your bakes and I give them side-eye because judges don't have to share.
Oh, my brioche buns have risen to the top. They look really cute.
Come hither, butterfly. Let them cool.
Very good.
Yes, beautiful.
They're baked.
They're looking pretty good. They just need to cool down before we can do anything with them. I'm happy with the edges. I'm happy with the colour. Let's just hope that it's cooked all the way through.
What's up?
Hello, come on in.
Hello.
Look at what
Tom.
I made.
Oh my God, Natalie, great job.
Well,
And Vanessa, fantastic brushing.
Vanessa's very cleverly made extra.
I'm just piping my pistachio onto my tossades.
Bakers, you have 5 minutes left.
Please work.
Just filling my croissants with the Catalina custard. I'm just going to do a little bit of piping on the top, and then they're going to go directly on my plate.
I just added my raspberry and rosemary jam. I'm popping on my garnish to finish.
30 seconds, bakers.
30 seconds.
30.
Okay.
I'm pushing.
Actually, no.
What kind of food?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're done, bakers.
Hey. Yippee-yi-yi-yo.
Holy guacamole. What a challenge.
Beth, we'd love to see your showstopper.
You've got a definite golden colour on all of your pastries. Your brioche is a little bit higgledy-piggledy in terms of size and shape, but the other pastries look very neat. This is your blackberry and sage brioche.
That brioche is beautiful to cut. It's nice and fluffy on that interior. Beth, your brioche is beautiful. A light golden crust, so slightly chewy as I go into it.
You've managed to make a really delicious blackberry jam with this wonderful hint of sage in it, and it complements each other really well. Okay, we're going to try the pear croissant tarts topped with candied walnuts and whipped blue cheese. I think the flavours go really well together. You get the saltiness of the cheese, which complements the pear, and then the crunch of the walnuts.
These are really nice and light, but you just need a little bit longer on that proving and the baking. All right, next we'll try the coconut and pineapple croissant.
Making croissant dough in such a short time is really difficult. So I think you've done a very good job, but it's a little bit on the heavier side.
Beth, that filling is really delicious. Coconut and pineapple, two flavours that work so well together. That decoration on top, you know, it's given your croissants a modern look.
Well done.
Thank you.
Nice and golden brown all over, so it looks like you really have baked those well. Not quite as modern as I would have hoped. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more finesse on some of the finishes. We were looking for uniform all the way over, and your savoury pastries on the bottom just look out of shape. They're not identical, right? Should we try the licorice blackberry brioche? Tatiana, licorice is quite a polarising flavour, but that cream was really delicious. I thought you got the balance just right.
Well, thank you.
The only thing I struggled with was the filling. It's just in the centre.
Yeah.
It's distributed in a difficult way to eat. This is your walnut croissant butterfly.
With your laminated dough, Tatiana, you've managed to get layers in there. There's flakiness, and it's evident on the very top. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but it's really well baked.
For me, the walnut paste has a lovely texture, but I wanted more flavour. So you could have toasted the walnut just to give it a bit of a boost.
OK, next we'll try that spinach, pine nut and whipped feta brioche. Oh, look at the filling there.
You made a good brioche dough. You can see there's lots of aeration in it. There's a nice golden colour, but I think the shape you picked made it difficult for you. You could have done it something a bit neater, and then it would have had a more refined and modern feel to it.
You've got great flavour in there. Just would have liked more of that whipped feta because it was delicious.
Really professional in terms of presentation. For a moment, I thought I was in a chic Parisian patisserie. So these are your blackberry and rosemary brioche cubes.
That's a good sound.
Yeah, let's hope. Hey.
Look at that. Very neat. Your dough is so excellently made. Golden brown on the outside, lovely and crunchy, light, fluffy interior, loads of filling.
This is like textbook brioche feuilleté, and the combination of ricotta blackberry gives it that modern twist. It's perfect. You cannot fault it.
Thank you.
So we're going to try the raspberry and pistachio torsade.
That lamination is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Really crunchy on the outside and loads of layers.
For me, that croissant pastry was wonderful against that rich creaminess of that pistachio cream. And then the raspberry just punches through with that zestiness. It's executed to perfection. Right, finally, we're going to try the za'atar and garlic croissant.
Before I say anything, I need to give you...
Oh, really?
Well done. That is sensational.
I don't know what to say. I wanted everybody here to hear how crispy that pastry was, melted in your mouth. The garlic and the za'atar, simply delicious. Jess, well done.
Thank you.
This challenge is all about getting those flaky layers, and we can see them first off. This is your pear and blue cheese Danish.
Vanessa, that filling with the gorgonzola and the pear and the touch of hot honey, that was very delicious.
Your laminated pastry, Vanessa, is very good, except for the bottom. It's a little bit undercooked. Perhaps you've baked it with a filling and that has hindered the pastry from cooking through. Let's try the Catalan cream croissant. Nice and light and fluffy on the interior.
Your croissants have this wonderful glaze, and I absolutely loved the filling. That was divine.
Piping that Catalan cream in the centre is a really lovely surprise because it gives a great mouthfeel. We'll try your brioche. The brioche, it's really nice and fluffy. It's got a crunchy exterior, and that flavour is really, really amazing.
You've got some really delicious flavours in your pastries and some wonderful modern touches. Well done. Right, tea.
Please.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thanks, Rach.
Should I pour it from high?
Oh, fancy.
I love the drama of the semi-finals.
Wow, it has been a dramatic week, hasn't it?
But didn't they do well?
Yeah.
They really rose to the occasion, Patisserie Week is all about precision, artisanship, and that all of them have shown so much skill. Vanessa's showstopper, really modern appearance, and that piping was impeccable.
Tatiana's showstopper, she had some wonderful flavours. That licorice with the blackberry was really unique.
And then there's Beth, that sage and blackberry. I've never had it before.
The way she aerated that blue cheese was a very modern touch.
Shall we talk about Jess? Unbelievable.
She laminated her brioche dough, which is another level in terms of difficulty.
This decision is not like any other. This is for a place in the finale, so we really do have to make the right decision. And we've got to look back on the past 9 weeks as well.
At this point, it's obvious they're all fantastic bakers, otherwise they wouldn't be here. And it's just, I guess, that extra bit special because they've become such close friends.
Yeah, and that's what makes this place so special.
Bakers, well done on an incredible semi-final week. I'm lucky because I'll be sharing who tonight's star baker is. This person has shown us new levels of precision and finesse this week. Their bakes were bright, modern, and legendary. This week's star baker and the first person through to the grand finale is Jess.
Congratulations, Jess. Well done. Well done, honey.
Which means I have to tell you who will be going home. This person's bakes are as big as their heart, which is why we are really going to miss Tatiana.
That's fine. You know, making it to the semis is a big deal, and I did it. I am extremely proud of myself. Congratulations to all of you. I'm cheering you on.
For the last 9 weeks, she's baked with passion and love, and I'm going to miss her.
Thank you, Dad.
Honour. Thank you, Tatiana.
Tatiana really embodies the bake-off spirit, that positivity. She really just tried everything. She did her best, and just that kind of go-get attitude.
We do need to celebrate this week's star baker. Well done, Jess.
I am star baker on Patisserie Week. I am feeling so proud. We're into the finale, baby. What?
And congratulations to Vanessa and Beth, also in the grand finale.
Holy cannolis, I'm in the grand final. It's actually mind-blowing and insane. I'm gobsmacked.
I can't believe I'm going to be in the Great Australian Bake Off finale. I actually have no words.
Stunning. A triumph of taste. Neil, for once I have to agree. But would you love it? Or would you list it?